Hello, Armchair Generals. This is Tom with yet another episode of my Japanese campaign in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Ice modification version 10.43. Just continuing my gameplay from the previous episode here where we left off. I had made promises that I was going to be conquering Yunnan this episode, so we will go ahead and see if that if I can hold true to that promise. It should be done because I have a cavalry unit that's going to be landing there in a matter of hours, and this battle is actually going very well here. Um, I may also provide another promise this episode, and that will destroy this cauldron in good effort. It's with Manchurian help, we're moving rapidly into this area and killing units. So I'm interested to see what the tally is in this area. We're up to about 650,000 Chinese troops that I've captured and or killed in the various cauldrons that I've taken so far. We have another one here that may have about 100,000 troops in here that we're moving some units down and into. um, they're not cooperating very well. I was in the midst of attacking this province here, and for whatever reason, this infantry unit actually succeeded in moving into Shengxian and taking it. It was my province to begin with, and I don't know how or why they were able to get into there. So I've got the 15th Division moving over tomorrow. Actually, in a matter of tomorrow they'll move to Zuji and then attack Shengxian and force them out of that province here. Once this attack has finished, then those units will be moving down. Everybody be holding into Wen Zhao. I'm hoping that I have my forces ready to support the final attack on here. I've got several units nearby in the area that can assist in that. So I'll will be doing what I can to get that cauldron take care of this episode as well. Otherwise, my Marines are holding out. Actually, they're chilling, sipping mai tais and whatnot, not really doing much of anything in the Shantou region here. This operational area has been quiet for months. Well, not months per se, weeks. This operational area, after giving ground, has kind of quieted down here. The Chinese have learned that the Marines are not to be messed with. Several units have actually gained quite a bit of experience in their battles here. And I mentioned about Yunnan, how well we're doing there. We've also, the first phase of this operation that I had going on um, has been successfully completed. We've taken all this area here. This was kind of like an afterthought. I'd not really anticipated needing to take that province per se. I was hoping that the Chinese would move out to one of their adjacent provinces here, seeing the handwriting on the wall. We'll see what's going to happen with them momentarily. I have a bunch of units here that need now to move this way. We are going to begin operations in this phase three. This was phase one of moving to this river. This was phase two, moving to this river, and this is phase three, and continuing to move to this river here. So ultimately, we will have my units stacked up against this long river line here, pushing south onto China here. Um, they're going to be moving here this way, and it's just a matter of moving my forces. I'm trying to decide if I want to take another cauldron or just simply push them on down in good order and not worry about moving along the river line and trying to take a couple of provinces here. That's what I probably do is just split my forces up in such a way that we're just pushing the Chinese out of this area, this third phase operational area, so we can get to this river here and hold in good order. But let us go ahead and proceed. It's been fairly quiet on the seas. We did have an incident where a light cruiser. It looks like there's another. That might be the transport unit, but there was a light cruiser of the Chinese that came out and they got sunk um, by either the subs I have here, the destroyer fleet I have, or even my naval bombers. They were all involved in that battle, so somebody sunk that light cruiser, the Chinese. Otherwise, naval adventures have been minuscule. Um, I'm getting to the point here actually where I think this. Yeah, I need to start bringing my subs back because there's not that many Chinese ports available. Like there's just the one here, and that's and the one here, and really that's it. So once we defeat this cauldron, then it's just these two that I need to worry about. So I can shift my my sub fleets to handle that, but I don't need everybody out and about running around. Um, this coastal battleship, yeah, we'll let them sit here, I think, because I already have a coastal battleship there. To be honest as well, I'm going to go ahead and bring my carriers back. They've not, with the exception of that light cruiser, they've really not gained any combat experience. I'm not seeing where anything has been done. So at this point, they're just burning fuel. That's not really needed. Here we go. Well, the Kaga and the Akagi got some experience. Kaga sank a destroyer, and the Akagi didn't just sink anybody. That's okay. But yeah, they're just burning fuel at this point here now. I can just simply have them rebase. There's no need for that. We're actually sitting, due to some strategic resources that we've purchased, copper a while back, zinc recently, as well as chromite. We're now sitting a little bit better with our resources overall. I was going into the positive, I thought, with my supplies. I think I am. I've shunted enough IC into it that it should be seeing a net positive each day, even though it's showing a negative right here. I think the very next day, tomorrow, it'll be a higher positive than that is a negative. I've been trying to sell my energy, and I probably should try to sell my crude oil because I've got quite a bit of that. Um, I'm not seeing too many takers. On that note, sell some crude oil, see what we can't do. Philippines says no. Soviet Union, how much of my crude oil do you want to buy? None, they say. Australia, yeah, they only have like a buck. Gunsi click. New Zealand doesn't have a bonus or a surplus at all, really sufficient. Mongolia, they won't be able to buy. Yunnan's not going to. Menjiang, how much money? 0.61. They're not going to be able to buy crude oil. I mean, I could try, but the cheapest it'll go at is 0.75, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Hungary, nope, can't do anything with them. Burma, can't do anything with them. Papua New Guinea, can't do anything with them. Nepal, wow. This has been kind of my life here. Is I've got like a bunch of surplus of stuff. Really, Romania has a deficit of crude oil. How is that possible? Romania must be selling their crude oil left and right. Um, but I will take advantage of that if they let me, and they're not. No, they may not have enough convoys either. Yemen, I can't do. Switzerland, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, really? They only have a surplus of 0.1. But it's really Saudi Arabia has a deficit in crude oil. Colombia, well, let's see. Maybe we might be able to sell them some. No. No one is able to buy my crude oil. And honestly, everybody else's deficit's not sufficient. That's sad. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. FA, we're pushing in there. Yeah, that's just my militia going in here. They actually can support the attack. That should make that a little bit easier. I wish they would stop attacking me in Wenchuan here. I've got one unit that wants to move in there badly. And you know, I really want to begin the knockdown operation here, but I'm worried. Well, let's do it. Um, yeah, he will support the attack. He will support the attack, and they will all support the attack. Let's see how that transpires. That's looking good. I think there's like a half dozen or more units to begin with there. But they're all not doing very well. We moved into Dali. Indeed, there was a militia unit that was moving in as well, but they got kicked out. Kunming, we won in Kunming. They only had 23,000 troops. We had almost three times as many there. Yeah. Now it's just a matter of how quickly my units will arrive there. I did initially have a cavalry unit attacking in there. How quickly will they move? August 4th. The other guys here, it's going to be August 12th. So yeah, we'll also have the cav unit move in and see what happens. Um, okay. Can I? Yeah, he's in good order. I don't need to worry about anybody else attacking on Dali. This is 16%. I got a bunch of units attacking, but they also have a bunch of units defending. I don't know how well that's going to go. And I would love to. Yeah, let's go ahead and. No. Oh, they're being attacked. That's why. Over and over, they're being attacked. Over and over. I want to support that attack, but because of the fact that I'm just going to let them sit here. Because of the fact that they're under attack so much, any sort of supporting attack is not going to go well. Shengcheng, good. Shengxin, we have forced them out of there. That's good to see. We're going to have him come down. German trained armor unit is up here. Cav is attacking me, but good thing I moved the infantry unit up to help defend. So yeah, the question is, will I be able to make my promise here in that I'll have Yunnan captured this episode? I feel confident. It's not going to take that long to move in there. That's Wenzhou. Okay, so that's where they attacked and gave up. Yep. Alrighty, the militia lost quite a few troops, but nonetheless, we're pushing out the enemy forces there. This looks interesting now with what I'm going to be able to do. I'm not going to attack across the river just yet. So they're moving in and forward. I don't have any troops there. We need to take that off. He's moving in. He's moving in. They're getting attacked and they're trying to move in there. That armor unit versus Cav doesn't look too good. We'll have it supported by that guy and this guard unit. Oh, we can remove that as well. Okay. Okay, that immediately once I started supporting and moving in with these frontline infantry units, the armor had an easier time of it. Wuhan, Lishu, Wenchuan, Tongcheng. They gave up the attack there finally. Good. Tailu are pushing them out. That's probably troops from here that were retreating there initially. Lishu, they're giving up the attack there. Wenchuan, there. Again, giving up the attack there. They'll be going over and over and over again. That's 18%. I've got to pull some of my cavalry units off the attack here. They're getting beat up too much. Mass events, 1940 tech. We'll go ahead and cancel the further research on that since it's too far in advance. And too much spent on reinforcements at this point in time. I can drop my supplies down to 45. We're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. Green IC. That's why this jumped up quite a bit. the historical units that you get through the events from Black Ice ding you in regards to IC. That's to represent the amount of IC that you would have spent building them to get them created. The events just throw the historical units on the map for you. That's why you get that IC hit here. So I did lose a spawn penalty here. It looks like a 32% spawn penalty got removed. I still have more that needs to get removed there, but 16% going away would be nice. It'd be nice to get to about 190 IC. We'll see how far into industry we get to build. 87, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 62, 63 IC. That's 16. So that's 79, 80 IC. So we'll be going into the industry pretty deep here. Getting close to being able to start building on the Soryu. I think we will actually be able to build our carriers once this armor unit is finished. Which that'll go to one of my guys around here that's just running around at half strength. Okay. Wuhan, they gave up the attack there. Yeah, they're going to keep attacking and keep attacking here. That's just going to be so annoying. It's going to be a lot of chaff, and unfortunately, I apologize for you guys having to see it. It's just going to create a kind of like a smoke screen. I'll be seeing it thinking, oh, it's they're attacking, when actually it's going to be something else. That'd be far more important for me to worry about. Everything is going well otherwise. Okay. Manchuan, they gave up the attack there. That's that attack. This is down to 64%, but that'll be going better here soon. Let me have them go ahead and support the attack. They're coming down here. They'll be joining in when they can. Yeah, okay. So bringing in my specialized light infantry actually accelerated their defeat here. So that is good. Come down here. And we'll have you support the attack. I would like to have my Marines support the attack. We'll see. Reinforcements, a little bit too much going there. Even though it's in the red, we're still doing good. And yes, as I thought, we're deep into the industry that I wanted to research, or to build rather. So I got a bunch of other industry as well, and I think let me go ahead and drop those this way. With my production queue, we'll finish up these builds come by October. This industry is going to get built on. We'll then start moving into my naval builds that appeared in 1936 in January. We'll be working on those. Banded, bordered by another round of industry. Have work on my specialized light infantry so we can finish the order of 10 that I wanted. Which yeah, there'll be 5 more that will still need to be coming out here. And these all get pushed down as well. Once I'm deep into my naval builds here, I'll need to start putting more naval builds into my production queue. Oh, petrol rationing. We don't need to worry about that. Not right now, thanks. We lose a point of descent, and it's gone. Descent is gone. 40%. This unit's not quite there yet. They'll be joining in later today. How close are we to moving into Kunming? August 4th, 6th, 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 8. Okay. And taking coming out of the war will remove those 2 garrison units that are fleeing. We'll move that guy, that cavalry unit. We'll remove this militia. And we'll remove all the units that are fleeing out of Cumming proper as well. Plus, we'll remove that guy too. Plus, any others that may be, I see Gunxi Click guys there, but any other UNN guys that are out here. I see a bunch of Gunxi Click guys all around here. That's another reason why I like to take out the minor countries, I guess I could call them, the Chinese countries that are allied with nationalist Chinese, because taking out each one removes those forces from the map, and thus it just, it's fewer and fewer units I need to worry about fighting through. Okay, Luan, good. This is getting defeated in detail here. That phase of the operation is going smoothly. I have units now popping in here that I need to distribute. Let's send these three guys here, 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 and here, and then we'll kind of see where we are from that point. The rest of the guys are going to go here, and then from there, and from there we'll see where we need to go. I just want to get these conflicts started. This phase I want to get started up here. Scrap metal drive, we don't need metal. We're good as we need to be. Okay. Wenchuan, Luan, standard infantry branch upgrade. That's an important tech that feeds into a strategic effect where our infantry, or I should say our army, is not researched up to a certain point. I think it's like a couple years in the past. Then we get a negative, lose, I believe, organization. In this case, I want to try to make sure I stay on top of things, because each one of these pretty nice stuff that you get here. So I want to definitely stay on top of that. IC wasted into reinforcements. Supply, as soon as I hit 50,000, I'm going to go ahead and average out that need here, put more into production here. We're starting our builds on the Soryu. I have breathing a huge sigh of relief. September 1st is when I was anticipating being able to get the Soryu started, but starting a full month sooner, which in of itself was 4 months ahead of my normal schedule, which is January 1st of 1939 is when I'll start building the Soryu. I'm feeling better about getting these carrier units out quicker here, all my naval units out quicker. Okay, that is going good here. Good. Dongcheng, Wenchuan, Wenchuan. I will have him also attack in here, and we're just going to go down like so. We will start them attacking here, and he will assist, yeah, for right now. This, okay, so I must have had a unit drop off here. This is not going well. But we are killing a garrison unit. Hopefully that militia is definitely moving out. Oh, somebody moved into, yeah, that Nat Chinese unit moved into there, 93%. He's not going to be able to complete the move in there. That is, well, we'll let that ride and see what happens. Coal rationing, we don't need. So that's up to 46% here. Okay, we got a lot of troops in here, a dozen. The one armored unit. There are two infantry units. One of them's kind of like a light infantry, German trained, however. 4 garrison units, 2 cav, 3 militia. Wait, one coming, good. When are we moving in? 10th of August. Are we able to bring anybody else in? Let's bring him in as well. He is also going to be joining in pretty soon, matter of hours, later today. So it's at 65% now. Let's see what it jumps up to when he arrives at the battle. 66. That's there. Good. 62, 66. Food rationing. We don't need supplies. Yeah. So 66% even with him in there. So all my units that are able to attack are doing so at this point in time. I conceivably could bring in some more. But I don't know who. Let's have him come around there. One of these other military police can come there, Ningbo. Oh. Yeah, okay. They need to move in here. And then from there, here. Our militia's attacking there. We can assist. We're being attacked at the same time, but I don't see how that's going so well for them, in all honesty. We'll move our armor unit up and over. And I can't really do too much else here, though he can. Yeah, we'll go ahead and begin that attack on Gushi. Yep, it was quick. Force the Chinese into one province here as best as possible. That's looking much better. So there, they only have 9 units that are effectively now 8 that are effectively defending, and there's a couple that are about ready to. Yeah, those cav units are about to crash. Beiaji, okay. So overall, things are looking very good for the Chinese campaign. I'm looking forward to. Let me go ahead and even this out here. I'm looking forward to wrapping this up before the end of 1938. I did make a promise that I would conquer all the Chinese countries by the end of 1938. Once that's done, there'll be a decision will come up that allowed me to go ahead and attack Tibet, and once that's taken care of, then Xinjiang. I wish to keep continuing with combat over and over because I really like spending most of my IC into production, not consumer goods. Soyuz being fully funded at this point in time, and it's saying January 1941 before it gets built? How? Color me very confused at this point here. I would have thought late 39, maybe early 40 at worst, but okay. Hiryu and Zuiho are being fully built as well. I think the reason why on that is because, and this is why I was kind of regretting this what I chose at the very beginning of the year. While I did say let's put our focus toward the IJN in regards to getting the factories appropriate for them, the shipyards, I still said let's focus build time on the IJA so our infantry units can get built quicker. When I'm able to select IJN, which will be in January, as my focus for build time, this should drop dramatically. Okay. I'm happy to see them all being built, however. I'm not going to allow that to be taken away from me. Very, very happy to see that being built. get our reinforcements up a little bit here. Okay. Wenchuan, Wenchuan. Gushi, Gushi. Wenchuan. It's like a broken record. The AI is just attacking me over and over again in the same province here. August 5th, yeah, I'm not even halfway through the episode, so we're going to have Yunnan conquered here, as I promised. Luan we have captured actually. One Tiananmen. Okay, that was a long-going attack there, I guess, on my troops. But we won. Good. Yeah, they were attacking across the river, so that was not going to end well for them anyway. That's at 89%. That should be wrapping up very quickly. They're coming in. They're coming in. Okay. Once this province is finished, then they're going to be moving here. Gushi is adjacent to Shangchen, right? Yes. So we don't want to attack with him there just yet. We can attack with him there, though. But you know what? We're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. I want all the units here pushed into here and just pushed all the way down. Yeah, actually, once we're attacking here, I'll have the 12th sword unit swing into Masheng, and then up to Anlo. We'll meet here. Anlu will meet there. It's now up to 75%. They're still at 8 units, but that'll probably be changing pretty soon. I should have air power bombing here. On that note, let me check something real quick. Meeting bombers, they have no orders. We're going to have them do a ground attack for the next month there to help out. No order. We're going to have them move down to Zhenjiang, rebase here. No orders. Can they move closer? They can. We'll move to Nanyang. Nobody is there right now. No order. We're going to have them rebase, but I'm not going to use them just yet. We're going to move them all the way out to here so that we can provide some air assistance out here. But they took some hits. We're going to wait. We got that city here, another victory point. Nat Chinese, 63%. Surrender. This is not going well. Let us stop. We are losing far too many troops. Far too many troops. Yeah, I was hoping I could reduce that and thus reduce my line a little bit, but it is what it is. Oh, a further air power. Kind of blanked there. Like, what was I doing? Light bombers. We're going to say stop, and we're going to bring them down to Taiwan here. Rebase there. They need to rest and reorg anyway. So we'll allow them to kind of take a breather. These guys need to rest and reorg as well. Okay. So I got my meeting bombers attacking here, helping out. We'll see how much of a help they are. Okay, you're pushing these guys out. 76,000 troops here. With what's here as well, I'm willing to bet there's probably 100,000 troops in this area. Expand our capital shipyards, good. We're attacking again. A militia somehow made its way into there. He will support the attack. That way we can accelerate combat a bit further. Kill him quicker. Kill him quicker. Yep, we won. Still moving in. That cav unit. I don't know how they're doing it. Their organization is 2.2, 5.9. Their overall organization is so low, 4%. But nonetheless, they're the ones that are probably getting to Kunming first. My other units here, that's the 13th. It'll take them a little bit longer. Still, we will move in there before the end of this episode. Excellent. My armor unit is built. We're going to go ahead and pick them up right now and ship them on over. They're over here. So we'll ship them over here to Hai'an. I still got, see, that unit. Actually, I can tell you, I've got 2 total. These 2 still need to be fully strengthened to join their brethren. I'm going to have to build, kind of waffling on whether or not to build the 4th armor unit and fully staff out the last guy, or just leave him the way he is and just say be done with it. The armor units alone, I'll be using. Well, in various conflicts here in Southeast Asia, mainly when we start getting into India here. Burma, they're not going to be enjoying life whatsoever. I'm not going to have my any of these guys join in the conflict here or anywhere else in Southeast Asia. Australia would be another great area because there's plains and desert all over the place, with the exception that the majority of the victory points that you need to take for Australia for them to surrender are all on the coast. We will be able to conquer Australia via marine landings for the most part. We won't need to drive around or anything like that. So this whole entire core unit, once we're done here in eastern China as well, they're not going to be used until we're beginning to attack into India. Once we're done with Burma and the initial eastern portion, this portion here of India, which is mountains and plains. Once we're moving into here, then I'll bring my core unit over, and we'll just run rampant all over India into the Middle East. So yeah, I don't think I'll build that last unit. Speaking of builds, we got some IC that's gonna be trickling down here. Yep. We're going to drop him down. We got another unit built, a specialized light infantry, and we're building deep into our naval forces. This is good to see. I think with that other unit, I don't know if that IC immediately went into these other builds. If it did, good. If it didn't, that's another 20 IC that's going to be trickling down here. We'll be building fully through all my my naval builds that were set up a long time ago. Not sure why this is, but where it did say January of 1941, it now says October of 1940. That's still going to drop beginning of January 1939 because we're going to focus solely on IJN. Not only get shipyards, but also we're going to speed up the build time for our naval units. So this is going to be looking much better as well. We should be getting them early 1940s. I kind of was thinking in worst case scenario. First aid advance. That's 1939 tech. We can drop that off. Oh, there's our unit that we need to set. Here we go. And yeah, that's cool. We're going to go ahead and transport him over. I would almost say Fuzhou, but I think we got this all wrapped up. I'm thinking once we do, we can then begin to slowly push westward with the line that we have here. I don't want to actually send that light infantry here because nothing's been happening. These Marines are holding here quite well. So as such, I'm going to go ahead and drop them off here. He should get some org over the sea voyage out there. Um, yeah, we're being attacked, but that's no big deal. The two militia and a garrison is not gonna do anything of any great import here. But I need some reinforcements over here so that I can begin my push into the Gungsei Click. Yunnan's about ready to fall in a matter of days. Gungsei Click is the final ally to the Nationalist Chinese available. They have 3 victory points I will need to take. This will be the first one, and then from there, what I typically do is send a force that way and that way. Um, Sometimes I'm a little bit further south into China than I am right now, and I'm able to keep pushing southward to get that victory point. But I'm thinking at this point, it's in order to take out the Gungsei Click, it's going to be forces coming in from the south here. These guys, they'll keep pushing eastward as well. They may be able to take that victory point. We'll see. But nonetheless, that's the plan at this point here. But I'm glad to see that unit get built. We're up to 178 available IC, of which 116 is going towards production. Yeah, let's pull this down a little bit and see what's there. I still have yet another unit here that'll be available next month, September 20th, and I'll do the same thing as the others, drop him down to the very bottom. That will make sure for certain that all the IC I have available is going to my naval units and even my industry. Leishan, where's that? Oh, they were attacking me. Okay. Wenchu coming. Wenchen. So have I moved? Yes, I moved into Kunming. They're attacking me there. Oh, goodness gracious. This is going to be a close run affair. It's mostly the Nat Chinese attacking me all over here. So I'm not going to be able to hold there much longer. The good news is I have him coming in a matter of a week, and him coming also in about a week too. So, and him coming in a week. So even if I can hold out for at least a couple of days, that'll be sufficient time for the specialized light infantry to get into Kunming before the victors are able to move in, and then we can get rid of Yunnan. 89%, 90. There we go. It ticked over, got rid of Yunnan, so that took care of units down here and anybody else. Still getting attacked by the Nat Chinese. So really, if they take Kunming, it's not that big, not terrible. We've removed one ally off the board here, but I still want to be able to hold Kunming at this point. So I need my forces to move in. Yeah, things are not looking good for the Chinese. I can move him to here, or no, why can't I? Oh, too low. Oh, so why am I even there where I'm at? Oh, we cannot enter neutral territory. That's too low. That's too low infrastructure. Realistically, this is the only way they can come up, so there's no need for me to be holding this province. Ugh. I could have had this guy sent all the way around by now. Not paying attention to where a future attacks could come from. I know attacks can come from here, and thus, up here is where I see the Chinese typically creep up. There's mountains here, so it takes forever to move up this way. But I did not need that guy here. Let's go ahead and do a shift. I don't have any units there. Okay. All right. Doing a shift. He's holding out there, as he should. I don't need all those units there, so we're going to move him down there. He's got quite a bit of guys, and he's going to come down here. And one of these guys is going to come down here, help out. All right, we captured Yunnan. I have met my promise. Lost that province because there already a unit in Nationalist Chinese or Gungsei Click already in there. Zhangdian, same thing. Yangsheng, same thing. There's a unit there. Dongchuan, same thing. There's a national Chinese guys there. Otherwise, we have all this other territory too, though it doesn't really matter. The Gengsi Click. I don't know why they're moving east. They should be reversing and coming westward here. Um, the forces I have coming into Kunming will hold it, and then I need to set up move my forces further into Longwu and Yuanyang to kind of hold that line, as it were, and begin an eastward push. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty. Yep, indeed, we are researching all of our naval. I like that. I like to see it. Let's keep going with that. Yeah, and they gave up. Kunming, they gave up as well. Weird. Okay. I can remove the allied objectives here. This unit is on their way. What? We'll give them a Shanghai headquarter. That guy is also on their way, but they don't need a leader unit because they're going to get merged. Lost Qujing, which that's here. That will also be taken. Mile, yeah, they had a unit that was moving in there or was already there. Okay, how is this going? 92%. Our units are still in good order. We have all the units that I was wanting to attacking. We'll have him also support the attack. See if we can't speed that up a little bit. They're down to 4 units. That cav unit's going to go away here pretty soon. The garrison units as well. How is this going? 96%. Oh, he needs to come in here and push like so. All these guys, what are we doing with them? Gucci, how do we have... it must be a Manchurian unit that crossed the river and took Gucci. Weird. We're attacking with everybody that we can, except for these 2 guys. They can attack here, and we'll keep doing that. These guys, I'm going to have them come in here and take that province and begin the move up that way. The unit in Gucci, they're fine. This guy can actually attack. No, that's right. We're waiting. We're pushing units. We want to herd them into the area of attack opportunity that I would like to see them at. They can come down here. All these guys are attacking there. That's good, as is he. These guys can come in there as well and push in. And we have several units here still. Let's leave him behind. He'll come in this way. And then there. We'll drop a unit off. And then there. And we'll kind of see where we're at. These guys, I'm going to have them kind of filter down south. That way, and he'll help out. Okay, good. Phase 3 is kicking off pretty well. Phase 2 is about to finish. They're storming our beach in Xiangshan. Really? Huh. Let's get a destroyer unit moved over there. We will put the kibosh to that. This militia unit is moving here. That's fine. Let's move our military police over that way. Okay. Intriguing. I hadn't seen the Chinese perform any amphibious assaults on any of my islands here like I typically do, but they are performing an amphibious assault. So, okay, kudos to them. Combat medicine, 1939 tech. We'll go ahead and cancel that out. Drop this down a bit more. We're down to 69 research items. Green's not. But good news, we're getting into. Let me move this up a bit further too. Whoa, hold on. We're getting into territory that has already gotten some research on it. So as we begin to research it, it'll be done pretty quickly. So we'll be burning through our research targets fairly swiftly enough. I got two more they'll be finishing up here momentarily. We want it Tilbe Shan, okay. Reinforcements, we're pushing down in here. Good, good, good. We'll keep that going, keep pushing it down. We lost Gushi. That's okay. They stopped attacking me here. We have won the Battle of Hangzhou Bay. Whatever they had there says it's fleeing, but I know from experience that there's actually a transport ship there that's dropping off. I need to move him down here so we can provide some further bombardment on that area. They are here, so they're providing bombardment. As you can see, short bombardment into that zone. Oh, we're down to just one guy remaining. Wow, there was almost a dozen or something like that. Maybe a bit less. I think maybe 8 units over here. Only one's remaining. They've given up the attack here. 2-to-1 losses. I will kind of take that. I mean, I'd rather not lose any manpower. We're up to over 800. So the massive conscription we're doing is helping to outweigh any losses that we've been suffering. If you look out, deep view here from space, as it were, things are looking pretty good. A lot of yellow on the board. At this point, it's the Gengsi Click and the Republic of China that's left. Not worried about this. We got kind of a wall that's keeping whatever units are here penned in. That's going to go away. Probably some of these provinces will go away as well too. We just need to set up our wall here and begin our push eastward. Once this is taken, then we're going to begin pushing out and westward here towards this river best we can. Once this is taken, of course, that will be phase 2 completed. We'll be on the river. Then it's just a matter of taking those excess units and bringing them down south on this river here, on the east side of that river. So we can kind of get down to Shantou here, have it like a wall, and this will be our next cauldron. I hopefully have enough units to accomplish that. This otherwise, with the units that are coming in here, this phase 3, they're going to go ahead and take out this area here. We'll see where we go from there. Probably begin pushing down on this river as well to begin operations to clear out the enemy in there. Wenzhou, that was where? Here. Wow, 127,000 troops. So with the 650 originally, this puts it at 775,000 troops total have been captured, killed in various cauldrons that I've created. Now we need to see how many we'll be getting rid of in this area. Yeah, probably just shy of 800,000 troops total have lost. I like to kind of keep those numbers mentally in my head. If anybody wants to go through, and I may even do that myself, go through all my videos and just keep a track, of actual losses sustained by myself and also the Chinese throughout this entire conflict. I saw someone had done that for another YouTuber, accounting for games, I believe, or may have been for somebody else, in his China campaign, and just keeping track on what was lost. That was interesting. We have won the Battle of the Taiwan Strait. What is here? Liner, passenger liner, and that is it. Again, my naval bombers engaged in battle there. Hopefully they did some sinking. It looks like the naval invasion failed. Yeah, I'm not seeing passenger ships there at all. And that's the passenger ship that probably was involved. So the naval conflicts or the naval exercises that we're doing are killing the transport ship enough that they were not able to complete their invasion of Zhangshang, which is fine. Okay, so good news. We're going to be moving into Wenzhou. We can then redistribute our troops appropriately. We'll begin by moving my Marines to the west here. He doesn't need to move. He's fine. He can move westward. Not all of these guys need to move there, so we're going to go ahead and take some of them to the adjacent provinces, and he's going to move through here and in down into here, so we can begin our push westward. Yeah, almost reaching time for this episode here. Things are looking really good though. Um, they are retreating here. Okay, I will allow that. They're moving to Kunming. That's fine. Um, which they are going to be arriving tomorrow. Um, I will have him go there, and he will come down here. This way, I've got a wall set up. There's nobody west of me, um, anybody east of me. I can start to kind of begin a push east, hopefully, towards the Gungsi Click. We'll see if we can kind of push a bit further here with the units that I have. Otherwise, I'm just going to be, I don't care if they take Wexy. Um, that's fine. That's the only other province they can take there. They can take Wexy. There's nothing else that they can do. I'm holding Dahlia, Yunxian, and this kind of line here, so they can't come south or push from the east to the west. So yeah, this is looking really, really good. Before I do end, oh, we got some stuff. Before I do end, I want to complete this battle here. I want to finish that up just to kind of see how many troops were involved in the conflict here, so I have an idea of what's all remaining still. It looks like several units are just outright dying, because I could swear we had a dozen or more, a dozen and a half enemy units stuck in this cauldron, and there's not that many. Well, there's where they all are. Okay. Monumental Architecture Advance. What year are we at with that? 1940. We'll go ahead and cancel that out. Okay. What are you trying to offer me here? Money for fuel? No, thank you. Wuhan? All right. Yeah, these guys are coming in. The Warrior will get stuck there, but that's okay. It'll wrap up this battle rather rapidly because there'll be 3 units in here, and there's no way that they're just going to start losing too many troops. Fuel, 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 fuel. Quanzhong. Partisans. Ugh. All right. We're going to send these Marines down to here, and he's going to go ahead and take care of these annoyances. Partisans have risen. We won the Battle of North Taiwan Strait, and we're actually engaging in one province, so one area where actually have partisans appeared under me. Where are the rest? So you got these guys here. We can attack with this guy, and we'll return once we're done. Oh, why can't they combine together? What is the deal? We'll send them to that military police unit and give it to them. We'll see what we can do with them. Who can I send up? Him. He can come over. Well, let's actually go here and then there, like so. He's pretty decent. He's got a good number of units. So that's those. Interesting. Some units appeared out of nowhere. Let's have him support the attack. Kill some partisans. Kill some more partisans. That was the guys that were there. And That was the guys that were there. Got partisans here, though, that my Marines will have to come on down and take care of. They're an annoyance, but if I were to ignore it, then I definitely would be stuck here because this is a port. This is the only place where I'm getting supply. So I really need to get this island back, get these ports back under my control. We're pushing south there. A good order. And that should be endings. There we go. Excuse me. With that, we have 84,000 troops in there. More coming. There's other guys. They're still retreating in there, so we'll see. The final tally we'll find out a little bit later. Probably. Well, actually, we will find out next episode. My Tom Mantek promise for next episode is we will finish this cauldron here. We did take out Yunnan from the game at this point. There's only one ally left, the Gungsei Click, and the Republic of Spain, Republic of China themselves. We're now fully conjoined here that we have one province we'll need to address, which that should go smoothly. There's only one infantry unit there. The conscripts aren't really going to be useful for the Chinese. Overall, though, I think we're looking at a strong Japan here. Overall stance in China by Japan here. I did also make a promise we're going to finish by the end of 1938. So summer's about ready to end. We move into fall, where we still can get some pretty good movement taken care of. But then comes winter, and things in the mountains will kind of slow down some. With Yunnan taken, though, in the summer, Gungsei Click, depending upon how many units I can bring down through here and up, how many reinforcements I'm able to bring in, things of that kind of nature. Gungsei Click should be falling in during the fall. I'll make sure I take him out before I take out the Chinese nationalists. But we're going to see some pretty rapid movement all throughout here. I got the phase 2 and phase 3 to still complete of this operation, and then I'll have 2 operations for here and here next to bite off more chunks of China. And then a Gungsei Click will be an operation of itself. In the meantime, though, let me save the game and thank everybody for watching this episode with me here. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to drop me a line in the bottom there. But otherwise, I will see you next episode. Everybody have a great day.